Oh, that's a lot of information. Now we know what the virus does to you, though.
Are you just laughing to yourself now?
No, look, stop. I'm trying to explain. Trying to explain to you. It's not ridiculous. But
let's not dwell on the fucking Nihongo thing.
If you get infected, your brain slows down by the root of 1/6. That's what, about 40%?
That isn't the important part.
That's not?
It's not?
That's literally like
Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
I mean, because the time thing. Like,
probably.
That's so it's a kind of important. Fuck you. Why do we even put up with you?
Yeah, you're right. That would explain why Quark was, well, trying to kill himself.
Flashback to Quark's child trying to kill himself.
Who's that?
I'm barely a character.
There are two other things in here that worry me. First, the part about how they haven't managed to develop a treatment for it yet.
That's first.
What do you make of that?
They haven't developed a treatment yet. The fuck do you think it means?
What am I supposed to make of it? Maybe they just hadn't found one when this journal was written. I mean, from what we know, there's a drug called Elixavir that cures it.
Excelsior.
Excelsior.
Graduate.
Exactly. But in the journal it says it might take 20 years to make something like that.
Oh my god.
Second.
It's almost like it's been 20 years.
I'm getting confused. When was this thing even written?
December 29th. No year.
Well, there's no way it was written this year.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway, moving on. The second concern I have is about the underground shelters it mentions. The newspaper article said something about quarantining people, too. After we read it, we all thought the same thing. What if this was one of those quarantine facilities? But this journal seems to suggest the opposite. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters.
You're trying to say that you're trying to say that this place might be one of those underground shelters?
How is that the opposite? Isn't that the same thing?
I'll be honest, I don't even know what her original point was.
Didn't she just say that the first thing we all thought was that we were all quarantined in this bunker?
Yes.
And then she said that that thing says the opposite, which is that people were quarantined in bunkers. Like, it sounds like she said, but it's actually the opposite, which is the same thing. Yeah, after we read it, we thought the same thing. What if this is one of those quarantine facilities, but journals suggest the opposite? But then it says the same thing. I'm not crazy, right?
No, because it's not quarantine though. They didn't. Yeah, see, it's minute. The few humans who survived the outbreak, have been locked away by the government in underground shelters. They're not quarantined. Quarantine is what you do to the infection.
Oh, they thought that we were the infected ones, but now they're thinking that we're the only ones that aren't infected.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the opposite. It's just a really, again, a piss
once
poor
again,
way.
just a really bizarre ways of phrasing things to an extent.
But I got it, guys. So shut your fucking comments.
You're trying to say this place might be one of those underground shelters? Which would mean we're all supposed to be uninfected. We would have been thrown in here to keep us safe.
Yeah. I mean,
did you just cut your wrist?
Say for sure at this point, but it seems possible.
But Quark's been infected, right?
Then maybe the virus got in somehow.
That would be bad.
Just think about it for a minute. If this is one of those shelters, a lot of things start to make sense. Maybe we've been here for a long time. Like, maybe they put us to sleep somehow. Made us sleep for years, maybe even decades. While we were sleeping, the pandemic that the newspaper article talked about happened. And whoever had this journal made this entry.
And then once the antiviral treatment was finished, they woke us up.
Right. It's all just speculation, but...
Dude, I'm speculating you may be reading the plot.
No, that doesn't make sense.
What's that? Is that the plot? Where'd you find that?
Who dropped that?
How did you know that? How'd you know that thing in the mouth face? Did you read the plot?
Did you read the script too?
I mean, it seems like a pretty plausible scenario, but We were all captured before the pandemic started, right?
Yeah.
And how would they have put us to sleep for that long? How would they have known to do that?
Did they rescue all of us in advance because we're the best and brightest? Because, oh boy, they chose poorly.
Why would they have chosen Dio?
They didn't choose Dio. Dio broke in and murdered the other contestant and replaced her.
Right.
Yeah. He's the only person here not chosen.
Oh no.
We were supposed to have a nice old lady. She got murdered.
Oh no, what if that was like Luna's mom?
Oh no!
Oh wait,
Luna would have said something when she saw her.
Luna's greatest grandma.
The greatest grandmother?
I'm not gonna keep saying great. It's
what does greatest mean?
I don't know, man. We could have been
How many greats is that?
How long could we have been
asleep? This is like a New York situation?
Wait. Oh yeah, maybe it is. Never mind.
What?
Kind of is like that, where it's like I was thinking the wrong direction. That would mean Luna is that lady's greatest grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Except no. It would be correct in the right direction. It's just you're full of shit. You're just semantically correct.
At least I'm correct. It's a participation award I'm willing to accept.
Semantically correct. The best kind of correct. According to the internet.
Better than grammatically correct.
I don't remember if you read that already.
And how would they have put us to sleep for that long? How would they have known to do that? But most importantly, why the hell are we playing the Nonary game if the point of this place is to save us? Throwing a bunch of people into a game that might kill them is a pretty weird way to protect them from a pandemic.
Oh yeah, boy, it's a dot off.
Right.
It's fucking dots.
See?
Two milkmen go
We don't have enough information to make any real conclusions. I think we should see if we can find anything else.
Vi had barely finished speaking before she took off for the magenta door.
She just sprints away from you like a lunatic.
Yeah.
Oh!
Hey, weren't you coming to the infirmary with me?
I've changed my mind. You can tell me about Quark later.
And with that...
Why would she sprint away?
Because she had a revelation.
But then they stopped for casual conversation for a second.
She was gone. Man. I let out a long, tired sigh and started off towards the infirmary.
Just lay down on the floor. Fuck it.
That's what I do every time I get turned down for a date. Just lay down on the floor right there.
Oh.
How's he doing?
He seems to be stable, as far as I can tell.
He's still sleeping.
I see. Mind if I have a look?
Please, go ahead.
I made my way around the partition to the side of Quark's bed. The journal and the thing Fi and I had talked about would definitely need to be addressed, but for the moment the AB game was what I needed to concentrate on. Lives were at stake. Mine. And Quark's.
Why didn't we tell Fi about the cure?
Axelivir?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like after
Dio left?
Dio was gone?
Like Dio just,
like, hey, I know this thing, but keep quiet because he's planning. Yeah, that'd be something that Smart Sigma would do. But Smart Sigma would also remember the key and the murder weapon.
But like,
he is not Junpei in his amazing 278 scheme.
Like, what if you know what?
Amazing, remember? Or like Junpei with the fucking like scraps of paper where he fucking cheats.
Oh yeah.
Like Junpei, Sigma is not Junpei. Sigma is never clever.
No.
Junpei pulled some Machiavellian shit.
But you remember? Okay. But you could have pulled off this beautifully too. Because what if? Well,
if everyone knows about Dio's secret, then we can all jump him and get it back before we can do anything about it.
We didn't have to do that because Dio wanted to go check out another room, and Kay was like, "I'll show you the way." We could have, like, as they were walking, we could have said,
snuck up behind him.
Yeah, we could have. No, we could have talked. Yeah, talked to Kay.
Chokehold.
No, whispered to Kay.
Whisper it to Kay.
Yeah, and been like,
Yo,
Whisper,
man.
whisper. This is unsuspicious.
Yo, man, he's got the cure for Quark. Go get him. Get him, Tiger.
Yeah.
And then slap on the butt because it's not gay because it's us.
It's not gay because it's metal.
Well, also because it's just us from the future. You can't be gay for yourself.
I think you can. I think Sigma could be.
I don't think you.
I think somebody probably drew that.
But you can't.
Somebody has almost certainly drawn
Because
that.
I don't think gender matters to you.
If you're a narcissist.
No, I'm just saying, like, gender can't matter to yourself when yourself is you.
I'm a narcissexual. Only attracted to myself.
Oh no, it's gonna be a thing now.
Some cloning technology. There's gonna be some long-term blue balls.
No. Look. The point I'm trying to make is that you wouldn't see gender because
I don't think that's true.
If you are in love with yourself, because
I don't think that works that way.
If you fell in love with yourself, you wouldn't see gender about it because you'd be falling in love with yourself, not the body of you, but you, because it's
That's
you.
called the demisexual. That's when somebody just falls in love.
What the fuck is a demisexual?
That's when somebody falls in love with someone just because of their emotional attraction and not because of like their gender or appearance or anything.
Isn't that just what fucking love is?
The people who obsess over this shit seem to think that it's important.
Because then that makes me a demisexual.
Okay.
But that's not true.
What?
Because
What's not true?
I don't believe in that.
I don't believe in this title that perfectly explains.
No,
Why the fuck? What?
I will
Wait,
not.
what? That doesn't even make sense.
I'm not gonna-
You like this perfectly and accurately explains to me. It can't be real.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
That's too stupid. Like, no, I'm not gonna tolerate it. I don't get to fucking take some kind of shit that is me and make it its title. No.
It's just you found a label that applies to you, so you need to destroy it.
No.
That's the logic here. We're all learning things about Andrew today.
I don't want to be.
I don't want to be learning about me.
I'm not. I don't love myself.
What? That's not. We never said anything about that.
Yes.
My explanation of what a demisexual would be had nothing to do with that.
Could be.
It was just the idea that the body doesn't matter
Yeah. So.
and the gender doesn't matter.
But the point I'm saying is that I don't.
I think that if you are straight or gay or whatever, that would come into play as to whether or not you'd be attracted to a duplicate of yourself.
No.
Yes. I don't think literally every straight person could be attracted to literally a copy of themselves.
Well, that's just unfortunate. You don't find yourself that attractive.
That's just what being straight means.
No, it doesn't. Because
that's what it means.
Because when you are in love with yourself, it's a different thing.
It really isn't. I don't think it
really
is. This is the dumbest conversation.
No.
Oh no, he's gonna kill himself.
If the journal was telling the truth, then as soon as the anesthetic wore off, Quark would go insane again. What if we weren't able to restrain him a second time? What if he managed to kill himself before we got to him? Or perhaps he'd just get out of the infirmary and go hide somewhere. On the other hand, it wasn't like we could keep anesthetizing him forever.
Tie him down?
Peace.
What if we can't restrain him in time? You could restrain him now in advance via bond.
That's
like
called.
binding.
That's called non-consensual bondage.
You're in the infirmary. There's probably literally a gurney designed for that here.
You cannot give a child
You can definitely tie down children so they don't kill themselves.
No, not without their consent.
In fact, it's easier. They're smaller.
You have to wrap as many limbs because you can just get them all in one go.
There was only one way to save Quark, and that was with Alexavir.
Axelavir. Why can't you read that? What's wrong with you? It's not fucking made by Amazon. Alexa, how do you pronounce Axelavir?
God damn it! You talked to my Alexa, now she's replying to you.
Did she?
Yeah.
Is there an Alexa? Are you doing a joke or is
No, she's really in there.
Is there an Alexa?
Yeah.
You have an Alexa? Yeah. Why? Do you just like being spied on all the time?
No, I don't have the like actual Alexa.
I've never heard your Alexa. I don't even hear it. Oh, you're not wearing your headphones.
I'm not wearing one.
That's why you can hear it.
Yeah.
Alexa, order 500 wolf dildos. Yes.
No. God damn it, Keith.
Send them to the P.O. box.
No.
We need an unboxing video.
Shit, now
They just all come showering out. Did it actually respond? Are you going on your phone to cancel it?
I have to like.
Did it actually listen to me? I can't hear it.
Oh, okay, God, that scared me. I thought it did just send. I was like, God damn it!
It didn't actually hear me, did it?
It did hear you. Dude.
Are you actually going on Amazon to cancel the order?
No, I'm making sure it didn't. Oh, I'm trying to figure out what.
Do I really have this kind of power in your
Yes,
household?
fucking asshole.
This has never come up before.
I mean, no, but wait. I'm trying to figure out where.
I can interrupt every Let's Play with an Alexa order that you have to panic to stop before it bankrupts you. Why do people put these in their house?
Well, it was a good idea at the time. Right.
Andrew's genuinely like on his phone trying to figure out whether I financially ruined him or not.
It's fine, it's fine. I mean, the order wouldn't go through anyways. I don't have enough money.
What was it? Was there a news article that ordered like fucking macaroni and cheese or some shit across everybody's things, and everyone's Alexa's ordered it?
Yeah.
God damn it. Go. Have you read that yet?
What do you do about that?
What? What do you do about what?
Like, what if you just started going on a fucking spree?
Just shouting shit?
Yeah, just like, you're like, Alexa, add Bisquick. Alexa, add Oreos.
I mean,
Alexa, add, and it's like you're going through a grocery shopping list and you're like, order, and it's just like your Alexa's just like, ordered, and you're just, as a family, like, I gotta stop it. And it's like,
I mean, yeah, that's how it works. That's just how it works. You should just not give it that power if you don't want it to do that.
It just seems hilarious to think there's some family sitting there and this Alexa is just going.
You don't even know what I'm whispering to your Alexa when you're in the bathroom now or next smoke break. I could say anything to your Alexa and who knows what will happen.
No, as I was checking it, I remembered you can't order anything. And neither can I.
Please read.
No one can order things. Oh.
Unfortunately, Dio had stolen it. If we wanted to get it back, Clover and I would have had to vote ally. But if I did, there was an excellent chance I would end up dead. The question was then what to do. Sacrifice myself to save Quark? Or keep quiet about the danger he was in and save myself? It was so faint I almost didn't hear it.
Grandpa.
He shifted a little, then fell silent again. It was enough, though. What on earth had I been thinking? How could I even consider letting a child die in my place? Suddenly, my chest felt hot with embarrassment and disgust.
Your checks?
My cheeks.
My hot checks.
My chest pecs. My checks.
Your chest pecs? As opposed to what kind of pecs?
My ass pecs.
What the fuck?
That I had considered letting Quark die even for a minute was pathetic. There was only one choice. There had only ever been one choice. No way was I going to leave Quark to die. My hands tightened into fists as I looked down at him. Any uncertainty I'd felt before was gone. I knew what I had to do.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex Game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally. Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
This is that one weird line where the dialogue's longer than the line.
Yeah.
Looks like it's almost time. You two should head back.
What about you?
I'm going. I'm worried about Quark.
But you're a solo. If you don't vote...
I'll automatically ally. I know. I heard the voice on the intercom just like you.
What are you going to do if Kay and Alice vote betray?
Nothing, I suppose. Just means I lost that round. I'd just be voting ally anyway.
What does he have? Oh, he has 6, so he's not gonna die.
You know who my opponents are, right? Alice only has 1 BP left. If I pick betray and they chose ally, I'd kill her. I'm not so desperate to escape that I'm gonna kill someone for it.
But will they try to kill you?
Yeah, but they're gonna definitely try to kill you because Alice is gonna be like a...
Those are the 2 people that always vote betray.
Yeah.
Basically.
And even if I was, I can't leave Quark behind. You see? Doesn't matter if I go into the AB room or not. My vote's the same either way.
No. It does still matter.
Tomoyoshi's mind was made up. Trying to persuade him to leave would have been pointless. Alright. Take care of Quark.
Of course. You worry about yourself.
Let's go.
Okay.
Luna and I headed out of the infirmary, leaving Tomoyoshi and Quark behind. When we got into the warehouse, we found everyone else waiting for us. Well, not quite everyone. One other person was missing.
Again?
Hey, where's Dio?
Take a look at the doors.
They're all closed. When we came in here before, the one on the far right was open.
And that would mean...
that he went in, I guess.
Exactly.
That bastard. He'd probably been worried I might try and take the Axelveer from him by force, so he hid himself in the AB room. What a coward. I had made up my mind to choose ally no matter what, but a part of me had still considered trying to jump Dio if he dropped his guard. Now he made sure I wouldn't get the chance to try.
Where's Tenmyoji?
Luna explained Tenmyoji's choice.
I see. Well, I guess that means I don't have to worry about him picking betray.
Right. What will you guys be choosing then?
Ally, of course.
Because my BP is 6, I assume.
Yes. As long as Tenmyoji votes ally, I can't choose betray. If I do, Kay's BP will go up to 9.
Yep.
I didn't think about that. Never mind. I guess she gonna vote ally.
Gotta stop Kay from hitting 9 and leaving us all, which he definitely will do because we've seen it before.
Which is weird because it's us.
Yeah, I don't know what that means yet.
He forces you.
It's kind of amazing how much finding Kay's identity answered less, like, it gave us more questions instead of fewer.
Yeah.
You needn't worry. I would never do something so crass.
Really?
Of course.
Then you don't need to go in there.
Excuse me?
Alice can vote by herself.
Oh, she got your number, boy.
If he's telling the truth, then there's no reason not to do that, because Alice can't do anything wrong to him. It's like, plot twist, I hit betray, you get to leave now. like, you can't betray Kay in that situation.
Then we don't have anything to worry about, right?
Well,
Shit. Shit.
Why are you making that face?
He's like, uh-oh, shit.
Oh, it's an ellipses war.
I'm afraid I can't agree to that.
What?
I just can't. Shall we go, Alice?
Hey, hold on a minute there.
So I guess now that we've talked to Sigma, we know that he's us. Now we know that that's supposed to be how we're supposed to be talking the entire game.
Yeah.
I guess now that we know what Kay sounds like, that's what Sigma sounds like. It's like vaguely British.
Yeah, right?
Kay continued briskly toward the AB room as if he simply hadn't heard Phi. Alice scrambled to follow him, perhaps concerned that he would lock her out.
Why is Phi so concerned? Oh, because he might hit 9. Right.
Yeah.
Only seconds later, they disappeared into the third room from the left.
I hope Alice is going to be okay.
Well, there's nothing we can do now. If Kay told the truth, she'll be fine.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex Game polling closes.
Wow, we got back early. That never happens.
Right?
Time's almost up.
Oh,
Come
no,
on,
time
Nina.
is up. Let's go.
Right.
They headed off at a trot toward the second room from the right and were soon out of sight inside it.
We just didn't walk along with them.
All right, Clover, time for us to go.
Oh, okay. Right behind you.
I sighed to myself and headed toward the leftmost AB room.
There's another dead body in there.
It's another Sigma.
It's like, oh, this is awkward. I gotta vote with
Oh
this.
no, I'm attracted to this copy of myself that's dead.
Oh no, is he demisexual?
Were we a solo?
No, we're the Clover.
Oh, hey, Clover. You just don't ever say anything.
Oh, hey, Clover, this is really awkward. I was slapping your titties earlier today.
Oh god, that mini game. That fucking Flash game.
I don't really have a choice, do I? There's only one thing I can do. I'm going to choose Ally.
You can't. You'll die.
Yeah?
Well, you never know. Just because Dio told us Ally doesn't necessarily mean he's going to pick Betray.
Do you really think a jerk like that is going to choose Ally if he doesn't have to? No. No way. He's got 6 BP right now. If he picks Betray, then he'll have 9 points.
Well, what about you?
Huh?
You've got 6 BP too, right? If Dio chooses Ally, and we choose Betray, then you'd have 9 BP.
Oh shit.
Well, that's... okay, Sigma, don't lie to yourself. No one actually believes that fucking Dio's gonna pick...
Dio's gonna pick Ally.
Yeah.
Oh.
If he was gonna pick Ally,
Let's
then...
look at that flowchart.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those lost short than the other one.
I'm under the impression, Sigma, that you are the fucking dumb.
That you are the dumb.
It's like, yeah, come on. You know, like, realistically, there's no... Dio's given no character trait that displays that he would pick Ally ever in his entire life.
No.
Also...
Especially the one where he's blackmailing you into picking the suicide option.
Yes, thank you. That's, like, the
and
most
we just
glaring.
fucking went with it.
Yeah.
Our life was on the end... Our life was on the line. We didn't even risk, like, jumping him.
Yeah,
he's a tiny bone man. He's got, like, Andrew's build, and Sigma's a monster.
Nobody wants to see Marshall no more.
What? No, that's not... I didn't even realize that until you brought it up.
Liar.
Sigma, if we both just press Betray, you do realize it would just, like, neither of them would get 9 BP, right?
It'd be 0-0, yeah.
Yeah, like, we should...
If we hit, we hit Betray, the whole thing just pauses.
Yeah.
Which is the smart thing to do right now.
Yeah.
Because then you can't die.
Yes.
Except he said we have to vote Ally, so he's probably going to break the axle of here, and Sigma's so honor-bound, he can't even watch people die when he has no option, no ability to stop it. Remember that?
Yeah.
It's like, what? Those people are going to die? I'll stand here and die with them for no reason. Because that's happened in 2 timelines already. Where he's like, I could go in there and live, but I'll stand here and die, even though it fixes nothing.
Yeah.
I hate him.
I hate him.
He pisses me off.
I don't think Junpei was even this bad.
No, he wasn't.
Junpei was like a character.
Did, like, crazy schemes. Junpei did crazy ass schemes twice.
I'm just unsure what happened.
I guess you guys have to race with the Noah.
Remember that? And Santa had to race.
He had to push 2 women over.
And Alice, I think. Clover and Lotus.
Yeah, Clover and
was it Clover and Lotus? I think.
Yeah, Lotus.
Yeah. So that Santa, and now we know why Santa ran so hard was because he had Santa and June's bracelets were lies. So he had to beat them, or they'd be trapped because June couldn't go through the door.
What?
Santa and June's bracelets weren't what they said they were.
Yeah.
So they had to always be in pairs. And so it was us and it was June, and then like we set it up like that, and then it's like, oh, who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Santa or is it gonna be Lotus and Clover? And it had to be Santa because if otherwise it wouldn't work. And the door wouldn't open. Not that it matters because it never affects the story.
Wait. Oh yeah, there was a max character amount for the wrist thing, right? You couldn't just bring the whole crew through the...
I don't think there was a maximum player limit.
Couldn't you just put all of...
I think the issue was just that the numbers wouldn't work out.
What are the fake bracelets?
I don't remember. 0 and 9?
It should have worked out. Yeah, wait, no, it should have worked out. All of them could have gone. What the fuck? I hate that game. Every time I think about it, like something new comes up and I'm like, oh, I didn't think I could hate the game any more than I already do.
I'm just trying to tell you that Dio is going to pick Betray. That's who he is.
And I'm trying to tell you that I've made up my mind. That's who I am.
Yeah, we're aware of that. That's what we're just discussing.
Also, this is a fucking team. Sigma.
And apparently he's just gonna shove her aside and vote.
Yeah, like what the hell?
The only choice is Ally. It's the only chance we have to get that medicine back.
That's why Dio called you an IG. What makes you think he's going to give us the Excelivir, even if you do what he says?
Maybe he won't, but I can guarantee that he'll destroy it if I pick Betray. That's who he is.
Why don't we just choke him out?
Yeah, wait. He won't realize what the results are until we all realize the results. Like we all have to see them together.
Fucking jump him.
Yeah, so you could just get behind him and then grab his arms.
Yeah.
And
there's a lot of ways of handling this, especially when you have two people. Like
Yeah.
you can grab him and Clover can grab the thing from his pocket.
Yes.
Because there's just two people working as a team. You have time to plan this right now.
Yeah.
But no, let's just constantly just give up and do what other people tell us to do in this game. And make as few decisions as possible in a game about making decisions.
Have you ever made a real, like, death game?
Me?
No, they. They, like, the movie, you know, TV show. Has there ever been, like, a real death game?
What do you mean by real?
As in, like, one that feels actually natural? Like, oh yeah, I could believe this death game is happening. Because most death games are just, like, absurd fucking fantasy. Like Saw, or...
Saw's not even a death game. Not in the normal way.
Well, you know what I mean.
They do say want to play a game and everything, but it's not like everyone's competing to see who lives. Like Saw is like every person has an individual challenge where they die or if they don't do the thing in time. It's usually incredibly painful and self-harming, but also they often just die from doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Saw doesn't make much sense, especially when you get to the sequels where they just start fucking up their own logic.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I just meant in the sense of like, do they have movies like that?
You like to smoke. Clearly you don't respect your own life. Now rip out your own rib cage if you want to survive.
Like it's the dumbest fucking series of movies.
Well, no, okay, Keith, that was during the
somebody was actually in the Saw games because they smoked.
Yeah. I was there. I saw it.
Somebody else, I think, was in the Saw games because they fucking had a cubicle job. It's like you clearly didn't respect your own life.
No.
It's always dumb reasons.
No, the cubicle. Okay, they explain half of those in one of the movies.
Not well.
Yeah, they explain one of them. They explain half of that shit because they say when he got denied for the cancer thing. Whatever it was.
He just became a spiteful bastard.
He remembered every person he interacted with, and like the cubicle guy was a guy he called.
See, you're saying they retconned in a later movie how stupid that was?
Yeah.
That's not any better storytelling-wise.
Well, I didn't say it was a good storytelling. I just said that there's an explanation for that guy. That's all I was... Jesus. I'm not going on a crusade.
The death game in the movie Circle is that the thing's going to kill somebody every, like, 120 seconds, and everyone has to vote on who it's going to be, and it just keeps going. And if you leave, and if you move, you die. So everyone's just standing still. It's like the beginning of Hunger Games where they're all standing in a circle on those things.
Yeah.
Except they stay there the whole time, and they vote on who dies next over and over again, and kill somebody every 2 minutes, whether you voted or not.
Well,
and then the last person living lives. That's a movie on Netflix.
I'll pass.
It made more sense than some of these things.
If you aren't gonna listen to me, then I guess I don't have a choice. I'll be pushing that button.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Go get him, girl.
Huh? Before I realized what was going on, Clover ducked past me and ran toward the voting machine. No!
Quick, mash on her boobs until the door's open. Like that fucking game.
No, stop.
It's really alarming how that game is basically framed as being actually sexual assault.
No,
Because she's very specifically not okay with it.
No, she is asking for your help.
I thought the game was specifically she's not okay with it.
No, she's okay with it.
She's like, wait, no.
Yeah, because
Wasn't that her reaction?
no, because the door closed on her, and you have to slap the door open
By slapping her boobs.
No, you're slapping the door. She is just getting close.
So hard that her boobs vibrate.
Yes, you're slapping the door so hard it's reverberating.
And then she keeps putting on different costumes, get re-trapped behind the door.
Yeah, she gets trapped behind a different gate, and then you have to free her by slapping the door so hard it makes her titties bounce again.
I can't even process.
And then the third time, you have to slap that door so hard
that she turns into a time travel clone of you.
that her titties fall out of the thing that she's wearing, and then it turns out she's actually Sigma from the future dressed as K.
Oh my god.
And then she transcends into ultimate trap status. She is the perfect trap, because no one was ready for her to be a trap from the future. Future trap.
Jesus.
That's actually pretty good. I'm coining that.
What?
Right now. That's shit. What am I gonna?
What the fuck are you coining?
Future trap. That's mine now.
That's not gonna. That leg's not gonna. That term.
That's gonna work.
That term is not gonna have legs.
It's gonna have legs, dude. Trust me. Look, it's like this. When you
every passing year is just going to be seen as more transphobic.
No,
so no, it's going to be less popular to use like that.
A future trap is a person who you go out with, who then later in the future becomes a trap, but you're already with them. So it was a trap. They were a trap in the future, a future trap.
Are you an insane person?
I snatched her by the arm and rolled backward with all my strength.
Part out because you keep saying the word trap.
What? That's not a derogatory word.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yes.
Since when?
It's like anti-trans.
Is it?
Yes. It's literally about people being afraid of trans people. Like, oh shit, it's a trap. That's literally the premise. Do you not understand that? It's literally exclusively used to explain a negative situation where somebody turns out to be trans. That's the whole premise of the word. That's its only meaning.
Oh, I don't use it that way at all.
That's literally the only meaning.
No, I use it the anime way.
God damn it!
I don't keep up to date with like ongoings of real life, whatever that was.
Use it the anime way.
Yeah, the anime way.
I don't understand how that's any different.
Anime is different because the whole point of a trap is that it's a guy, or that it's a guy that looks like a girl, or a girl that looks like a guy. And it's a trap because as an audience member, you're tricked into believing it is one gender because they put on a front to make themselves appear as that gender. But when you find out they're not that gender, you're like, oh shit, I fell for that. Like that was a trap. I fell for the trap that was actually a girl.
It's the same. You didn't actually explain how it's different. You just said the same thing basically.
No, because you're led to believe it's on purpose. In anime, a trap is done on purpose.
What do you mean, like the equivalent of like walking up behind someone with long hair and turning them around and it's a dude?
Yeah.
As in like without any of the other context?
No, more or less.
From what I've seen of anime, it actually has a lot of problems with people that are trans or gay or black and stuff like that, and with representation. That's really worrying.
Well, yeah, they're xenophobic. Why would they even like those kind of people?
It seems like anime is a bad example for not being that.
Well, no, but I'm saying the point.
Like they really
the point in which I'm using trap isn't the same, because trap, if you're using it derogatorily towards people in the real world, those people aren't trying to trick you. Those people are usually genuinely feeling that way, as if they are a woman. The point I'm making is that to use it, you can't use it in you cannot use that word in the real world in the same way that it's used, that I'm thinking about in anime, because in the real world, if you run into somebody, you go like, oh, I thought you were a guy, but you're actually a girl. Like, that's not a trap, because that person isn't trying to trick you on purpose into making you think they are.
In anime, it's just their fucked up representations of real people.
No, because
that's what all media is.
So like there could be a character that's a trap, but that character isn't okay, how do I explain this? That character isn't like, their gender isn't different. Like they don't think they're a different gender, or they don't, it's not like that. What it is, there's a thing in Japan where it's really, 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 really easy for a guy to look like a girl, or a girl to look for a guy based on certain hairstyles, because their faces tend to not have much, really, they have a lot of Anglo-Saxon features. They have very consistent features. So look, I'm so mad at you right now because I have to explain this. But
you're just like walking into every mine in the entire field.
No,
like it's just a field of rakes, and you're stepping on every single one.
No,
they're all hitting you.
I'm explaining this perfectly.
Now you're like Japanese racist. Just stacking them up.
It's not Japanese racist, you fucking ingrate. That is the whole point of what's it called? Of God damn it. Geisha. Geisha are guys that dress up like women and put on a performance.
Were the geisha originally guys?
Yes! Geisha were women, they were guys who would dress up like women because they had the body type and the face of a woman.
I've never heard of that outside of the context of Mulan.
That's where traps came from!
Oh, we gonna get comments.
Like, you people can't just appropriate Japanese, like, stuff into your shit. That's fucked up, man.
How did you turn this into a cultural appropriation?
You gay people can't steal words from other cultures and appropriate them. That's fucked up.
Wait, the gay people didn't steal... Wait, what?
They're the ones that find it offensive, so it's their word now.
It was never the gay people. Those are
trans people.
Those are different people.
Well, I'm sorry, LGBT. There you go. Whatever that is. That League of Nations.
This is a fucking mess.
No, it's like, look. That's what I'm saying. That's fucked up. You can't just steal that word and then turn it into a bad context. It's somebody else's. They did. Someone came and stole that word and was like, I'm serious. Someone took it and used it in English and was like, oh man, the thing that Japanese people say when it's a guy that's actually dressed up as a girl, they call it like a trap or something. I'm taking that and I'm gonna use it to talk down to trans people. Like, that's appropriation. You stole something that was someone's heritage and you've defiled it. It's fucked up. Trap is not a bad word because you stole it to make it a bad word, and you can't do that. It's fucking racist shit. So if you think trap's a bad word, it's because you're a racist and you acknowledge that trap is a word stolen from Japanese people. We're done here. I have absolved myself of all the blame. I have not said any bad words. Done deal. I fixed it.
None of this makes any sense.
It does make sense. I'm not explaining the history of this again. I already read this. Please press A. I've been waiting for you to...
This went from being like a knot in a single line, in a single string, to being an entire cotton candy machine. It's just like infinite tangle.
It's not that complicated.
Oh, boy.
It's not that complicated, man. Are we like... Oh, God. I think we're actually going to start playing that game.
Sorry. Guess that was a little too hard, huh?
Hey! What do you think you're doing? You can't just throw a girl around like that.
It's easy. They're light.